Hey y'all, so this is gonna be a little bit of a crazy idea, but so I was thinking about, I'm the guy who basically challenged Yellowstone. I was like, "You shall not pass Yellowstone. We will stop you from destroying America, and you will not pass these lines." And I was like thinking about that. And it's like for real, for real. I was like being for real when I was saying that, but I was like, there's would need to be certain key elements in place because I was like, we could when the ash cloud, when the mushroom Yellowstone blows up and there's a big mushroom cloud popping up trying to engulf America, could drop a huge bomb back on it and be like, "No, Yellowstone, we know you blew up, but it's like, no, your ash cloud will not freaking touch the side of this side of America and this side of the world." And I was like, well, that's actually a good idea because, I don't know how you about molten rock. It's flying up the atmosphere. You hit it with something even bigger of a force, it's gonna drop like a rock. It's a rock ain't gonna become a bird and it's gonna soar like an eagle. It's gonna drop like a rock, and it just ways to be vaporized. And I was thinking about that. I was like, huh. So we'd probably need to create a non-radioactive bomb essentially to actually do that, to actually do it successfully. Because I don't know about you, but radio nuclear weapons right now have a radioactive frequency to them where it's like essentially they can destroy a land and make it uninhabitable, I think, for a couple thousand years essentially. And if we had these non-radioactive bombs, just like a couple of them, we wouldn't have to. Honestly, America would probably have to only, if even if America designs it. I'm just saying, I live in America right now, so I'm just like thinking of this and stuff like that. And it's like a non-radioactive bomb big enough to basically knock the ash cloud out of the hemisphere and into the jets, down to the jet stream, to where it's in like a 5,000 foot radius, where it's like it goes, and we go knock it right back down where it hits the Yellowstone shield, and the ash just drops like a rock. And I was thinking about that, like, could we actually create would other countries be okay with us exploring the idea of stopping Yellowstone with these space stations in space that were designed to drop these non radioactive huge bombs to basically knock the ash cloud down for Yellowstone when it decides to erupt? Because like other countries might be looking at us like, dog, Yellowstone's a big problem to us too. Like we don't know what's gonna happen to you guys. And it's like boom, 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 boom. And it's like other countries could be looking at us like, dude, we see an end to you guys. No offense, like we don't know what the world will be like after you guys are gone. And I'm telling you, for like the other world leader countries' sakes, they're probably looking at us like Yellowstone is in our backyard, and we've kind of explored it, and we know it's gonna blow someday. We know we haven't. NASA has an idea on how to potentially limit the pressure on it by like spraying water into it and cooling it off, which is not a bad idea. It's not a bad idea. But my idea is to potentially knock it back down. But like when it blows, it's like, no, Yellowstone, no, bitch, you're not taking this land anymore, bitch. This is our world now. You're not destroying this world. You may take half our fucking country, but you're not ending us. We'll fucking survive. And these bombs I'm thinking of would be set on like a timer base when they're in space. The space station probably have to physically mandate an override to drop these bombs, where they're set on a timer to where when they drop, they basically will hit the ash cloud down to a point where it's like essentially we are people on the ground would not feel it. The only thing that would feel the force of the bomb would be the ash cloud, would be the rocks in the ash cloud, the molten lava, and the extremely hot atmosphere. Because I don't know about you, when it blows, it's going to turn the atmosphere around it to like 300 degrees instantly. Because this is molten hot lava being. And it's scary as shit, dog. It's scary as shit to think about that. But it's like, with the right preparation and the right tools and resources, we may essentially be able to stop it to where if it does ever blow on us, people in other countries be like, they just stopped fucking Yellowstone by knocking it back down the Yellowstone shield, and being like, people would just be like, oh my God, that is incredible. Where they still have the climate change, we still have preparations for like people in America at the time where it's like we would move, where if we got signals that the Yellowstone was about to erupt, we would totally evacuate the country within like literally 2 days. 1 or 2 days, we'd have to have preparation in place to do that. I can tell you how to do that. You just mark certain states with certain countries and like make peace agreements with them and stuff like that. But like, if we get notification that we're doing that, it's gonna erupt, we want to make sure every world country is safe and knows what to do in that situation. And it's like these Yellowstone non-radioactive bombs may be the solution, because I was like, I don't think you could use a radioactive bomb and if some of the ash cloud does not get stopped, because it would totally, you know, radioactive land and stuff like that. So that's kind of my thought: is can we basically create a Yellowstone stopper bomb?